the Immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo, lakad mo, normally.
Or the Beastmaster creeps with your shard and get on top of the puck and deal with her. Bam. Come on. Come on.
What do you want?
And he will. Again, just dodging another one of these gank attempts. Matumba Man having to be fed over a bunch of regen. All of these acid spray
They're diving top lane.
Are not working.
Yeah, because they should be able to get the kill this time, and there we go. Zai finally finds first blood. They've still got the board to play with, and Boxy finds a level 3 as well. The smashdown coming through from the Starbreaker. It looks like Liquid off to a good start at this top lane.
Much better. This is what you want to be doing whenever you've got a Dawnbreaker lane, right? Dominating it as much as possible. Liquid's going to. You've got an Enchantress and a Beastmaster, with the Beastmaster nearly reaching that level 6, and just a couple of 100 gold away from that Helm of the Dominator.
Bottom lane, Rolling Thunder out from Sacred. TP's going to come through as well from the Nature's Prophet. Matu, he's trying to juke and jibe, but Sacred will finally get that first stun, but the rotation has come out. Liquid, they will trade at least a 1-for-1. Not worth it in the end, though, for Liquid. You really want to keep Matu alive to find that, make that pit easy to find. And if you get an early Roche, then you group up and Thunder might lack damage, and then it could just enable you to find tier 2 towers.
I still feel like they're a little bit less...
top lane. He's going to be in trouble. Mickey's going to lead him with the haste. He's close to a tier 2 tower, so instantly rotations are coming out. But they'll get the kill before Thunder are able to protect the Night Stalker. Matthew, along with some of the other supports from Thunder, moving to top. Sacred's going to be playing around with the Rolling Thunder, but they'll just target down Insania at the moment. Instead, Liquid, they're going to bring Boxy as well to continue on with the team fight. It's again the sustain proving to be an issue as Thunder. They'll finally kill off the Enchantress, but it does come at the cost of Panda's life as well.
To me, that opens up.
The sieging Beastmaster, so this smoke from Thunder will not be able to wrap all the way around to catch out the offlaner.
As soon as it wears off as well, you've got this Hawk to the top side of the tower, so they know everything about the positioning.
He's going to jump on this opportunity. Going to be cautious about the silence. Dark Ascension. They're going to look to enter the fight on the Night Stalker. Sacred with a charge up of the Rolling Thunder as well. They've got the first one. They stole the coil. Matthew on this Rubik. Going to hold them into place, but Liquid, they want to show up to take the team fight. They need to get themselves ready for the second round, but instead they'll turn to Matumba Man instead on the higher ground. But can they kill off the Alchemist? The Solar Guardian buying some valuable time for Matumba Man to heal back up. They'll turn to Bakaz. The free pathing for the Night Stalker won't be able to fly himself to safety. But Liquid, they find a triple on Mickey. They set themselves steady after the... Oh, hang on. Mickey, he's moved back in. They went to claim the outpost, and Liquid, they were just too disjointed to protect the Puck's life.
That was without the crippling fear as well. Unfortunately for Bakaz, I just feel he made that rotation go, though. You've got a Beastmaster Roar.
The Tumberman's going to try and jump Matthew. They're going to be able to fight Dawnbreaker instead. Boxy's in a little bit of trouble to attempt the TP up, but they've got the telekinesis to cancel. Meanwhile, the left side as well, Bakaz along with Sacred trying to charge down Zai. They haven't secured the kill just yet, but with the Roar, they can turn it back around as Matu moves on him, gets the kill into the Night Stalker. They'll bring down Sacred as well. They've got to be cautious, Thunder. You can't stick around as Matumbaman's hunting. Pandamu can try and turn around, reposition, gets lucky with the multicast as well, but a 4-star forward, they will not get in range for the concoction. But Mickey, he's nearby, TP's back in, they'll snap the coil instantly on Pandamu, but they're more than happy to go for the dive. They know multiple members are down from Thunder, there will be no rebuttal for that attempt.
They even had a few of those skellies to be able to tank up that first little bit of the tower. No glyph right now. Like, because feels like this top area might be the only place that he's able to do so, but look at the rotation coming through from Liquid.
It's close to the tier 3.
Team to catch up.
Sacred's ready to react as well. That's an incredible Rolling Thunder, but look at the reactions. Liquid still a defensive telekinesis. They stole the roll, but Bakaz is still in trouble. He'll fly out to safety. Mickey just brute forces up the hierarchy, but Matu's in for the cleanup. Gets the first, charging forward into Alone as well. It just sprouted himself inside the meat grinder.
You're trapped in here with me.
Goodbye.
I think that AC is a big benefit.
Well, maybe the double damage rune can actually help out with some of their issues. Grouping up like they want to take a fight. Tanya's going to charge in. Meanwhile, inside the mid lane, though, because with the Dark Ascension's going to try and kill off Boxy. Alone's even going to look to join as well. The Crimson Guard, not enough damage block.
Looking to try and get a tier 1 tower with the remains of it. Still half duration on that Dark Ascension, so you can tell that they want more, but Insania, again, just putting his body in the way. Finding all these sorts of
Sacred.
rotations.
There's a big pick-off they can get in range. So he's going to try and close the distance. Sacred's able to charge up the Rolling Thunder as well, but again, there's no damage follow-up. He enters the fight, but the rest of Thunder in two minds about taking this skirmish. Sacred will have enough duration to escape. Mickey can close the distance with the coil. Matthew once again is going to be able to steal it. It could give them an opportunity to escape it. Matthew just charges on forward. BKB popped, and now he's got his eyes set all on alone. He TP'd in, and once again brought down with ease. Another Night Stalker. He's in trouble. And BKB at the last second could give Bakaz an opportunity to retreat to the higher ground, but Sacred, he will not have the same fate as Liquid. Up they go for another kill.
They don't even care about the towers as well, popping the Crimson Guard on Boxy. That's the benefit of having this Dawnbreaker, right? Units that are infiltrating the base.
5% chance at the moment here for Thunder. Going to be going up against the Aegis for still another minute 45 on Martu. The cars, look at the jump. The Night Stalker's in trouble for the moment. A Fire Blast going to be able to hold back Martu, but the Rolling Thunder as well. But still, they killed off the Night Stalker. With all the damage coming through from Zai Summons and Insania. They need to respect the Enchantress, and they're not doing so far. But the coil will hold them together as Liquid continue to move on forward, getting kill after kill.
Doing their best to try and bait them in. Dark Ascension's available. He really would want that level 20 if possible. Just
Sacred?
Extra damage potential. Well, they get one. Matu's got a minute left on that Aegis, so he's not the main target. It's all about finding the backlines, but ends up walking on into a creep wave, and they are lacking in damage still. They might be forced to go onto Matu just to get something.
Just thinking about TPing into the middle of the fight. Because he's finally able to catch up to the backline, but Zai's going to look to BKB TP out. You left Matu.
Respawning here without his boys.
Matu,
I mean, they got the
he doesn't have a TP
Guardian
as well. They could rejoin with the Solar Guardian. BKB is going to soon expire. Because he's going to look to go for Mickey instead. A Solar Guardian will land him with the slam down Sun because he's trying to escape to the higher ground. Eats the creep. He's back to a decent amount of health to play with. They're doing a really good job to kite the Chemical Rage. Matu stuck inside the Sprout. It's going to move towards the left. Again, the Sprout just holding Matu back in place. But as soon as they break the trees, and look at this, the buyback's coming out. Liquid, they need to get more kills. They need to get alone, but he will escape. A TP out in the middle of it all as Mickey will finally be able to catch out at least one member of Thunder. And that's going to be the sacrifice of the Rubik.
Oh, it's a big cost just to break even in that engagement. And who has buyback? Yeah, left. Yeah, only Alone has it. Have that fighting capability before you've lost too much of your map. Again, you're against an Alchemist. You don't want to go late.
Dude, they stole a great retreat on not using it against themselves. Oh, Megas, and they're just going to go for the jugular. Looking like it's going to be a game one victory. That will be a miraculous haul for Thunder. Sacred will make the attempts. There's no follow-up, and in fact, Zai is just going to hold him in place. So Matu can get the damage, ramping up. Sacred down and out of the count. No buyback in the GZ drop. Liquid, a really important game one victory for them. Of course, both these two teams are fighting to continue on. You could consider a troll because it matches very well in the lane versus him.
How are these lanes going, though? That's what I want to know, particularly from Liquid. Mick, considering you do have a Slardar with that Bash of the Deep up at level 2.
And Sanya's going to be in some trouble. Really nicely done. Matthew was setting up at the tree line. Bakaz pounces as soon as they see the Enchantress out of position, and that is First Blood picked up.
Yeah, just, I think he got one extra hit in there that he probably should have with the Jingu Mastery. Puts his body in the way, says, you are not taking my tower for free. Even, oh, nice pump fake there, the Anchor Smash. He wants to clear out this creep wave as quickly as possible because those Treants just do way too much.
Sanya? There's a bit of trouble here. Enchantress off to the side, but I do not believe they have an answer to Zai, so this Tidehunter, I like what they've done. Put Zai down bottom, is just forced to try and protect the tower. You give Matu top lane as well. This will finally have an opportunity, though, for Sacred to be able to play the lane.
It's like a little bit unlucky there.
Mickey might get a solo kill mid. Oh, beautifully done. Doesn't get the haste, but
as well.
So he gets a kill, and oh, Sacred, I thought he was going to be able to step into the lane going up against Martu, but Liquid, they bring both supports to try and continue shutting down the offlaner on Thunder.
Doesn't feel nice. I do like a lot of these where it's MK, and then suddenly the big strength of him is gone.
Yeah, Midas gives you the capability, though, to be able to find your talents as Mickey. Cautious about this Spy Carapace, but even Zai's going to look to enter the lane. The threat of the Ravage if a team fight breaks out is going to make it difficult for Thunder to take this skirmish as Zai drops the ultimate, connecting onto all three, but he's still going to be cautious about his health pool as alone. TP's into the middle. He needs one more right click, and that'll be enough through the Kraken. And meanwhile, Mickey, he's cleaned up the Winter Wyvern. He's looking for more as well, but they will not have the stun to cancel Alone's TP. And now Thunder...
And that tower mid is dropping a little bit low as well. Insania just using his Mr. Pinecone Man for the Ghost Push coming through.
Time? Oh, instantly Kraken's off the stun. You gotta be cautious because the Ravage turnaround, nice pump fake of the ultimate, wasting the Spy Carapace out. Now Mickey turns up, the damage required to get the first, and now Matthew's next on the chopping block. A blast will fly on out as Boxy already has the Illuminate max out, and they are not done just yet. Pandamu even wrapped around behind the tower, not playing with the Winter's Curse, so we will not be able to hold back Liquid as they find 3 kills, and even Picard is going to be a bit cautious. Wukong Command's going to get laid down. Does he have the damage? One more swipe of the clone will get the kill, but now Mickey, he's got to charge on forward. He's got plenty of magic damage to not need to worry about the armor. Ultimate.
Why not? Zai's going to go right on there, maybe just waiting for his career. Never mind, uses the Gush the first time.
They're going to try and protect the Enchantress. Oh, Martu's going to be in. They're straight onto Alone. The Ravage as well clips onto multiple heroes, but Martu hasn't been able to right-click through the middle of the fight. It's a decent start for Thunder as they've wasted out Zai's ultimate. They might look to continue on as because playing around with the Wukongs inside the river. They will turn to kill off the Enchantress, but the rest of Liquid on the high ground, they still haven't finished the kill onto Matthew. The Cold Embrace buying some valuable seconds for the rest of Thunder to be able to...
The amount of value items that they've got on Liquid coming up shortly is huge.
He's going to run into Pandamu. Just a Wyvern that should be killed off. The Curse gets the double taunt, and they're going to be able to connect on this on Thunder. Mickey still isn't playing with the Your Scepter for the moment. Martu doesn't have the BKB delivered as well. So they go too early on Liquid, and they're going to be penalized for this. Thunder looking to connect. We'll get a little bit of health back on Boxy. Insania's going to stall them out as well. But where's Zai? Nowhere to be seen is the offlaner on Liquid. He wants nothing to do with his team fight.
I understand a lot of the reasons behind it.
Is, well, it's going to be okay. Do they have the core to play with? Zai's going to jump in with the double damage, but not really much to work with. Meanwhile, at the front of the tier 3 tower will be Insania finally going down.
They tried to have a little bit too much both ways, right? I've already said how important some of these item timings are for Thunder Awaken. They've got the Blink Dagger now on the Winter Wyvern. They have the BKB approaching the Shard on the Dawnbreaker. You've got a Blink Dagger on your Nyx Assassin. You've got a BKB on the Nature's Prophet. And I feel like they were just playing a little bit scared.
BKB utilized mid lane. They got the first under to the chain control. By goes Puck, and now Zai's going to be in trouble as well. They're starting to move to his location. But they will be too late to connect as Liquid just not taking fights as a team and without all their big items. And this will give Abe drust. Smoking down the bottom. They got a lane shoved out. They'll see Picard's flying through the trees. BKB's still on cooldown for the moment. Matthew's going to look to jump in, but he's off the mark with the initiation. It's an early BKB out of Martu. He's going to be able to chase it down the Nyx Assassin, but the Cold Embrace buying some time, so the BKB doesn't give Martu too much, but he's going to continue to follow up as the chain control afterwards. Targeting Sacred. A Curse Ball hold them back. They cancel the tree, though, because he's in trouble. He needs some defensive supports coming into play, and that's where Matthew jumps in, gives the Impale to hold back Picard, and now they can turn it around with the Jingu stacked as Picard. There's no way they can deal with the Monkey King. He's going to jump further into the river, trying to chase down Zai. The Gush will slow him down, but Matthew, once again, with such a big component to this team fight to enable Picard to be able to continue to right-click despite Carapace proving to be an issue, along with the Impale as well as Matthew doing it all to enable Picard.
So influential for being able to come back into this game.
They see Mickey TP top. They're going to start to set up. Alone's going to be in. Mickey can play around with the Yules. The rest of Liquid is starting to move to alone. He's by himself. Thunder Predator haven't been able to follow up, and now Matu's going to be in as well with the bashes. Let's see if there's going to be enough damage inside the BKB. They popped him out of the Sprout. Alone's not dead just yet. They cancel it again. The tree's going to get broken, and they can't TP out. No way. Zai gives an opportunity for Slider to be able to escape, and the 4-star from Boxy gets him out of harm's way. They'll turn to deal with the Coddle and said Zai's still stuck in the tree line. He's got the Ravage as a potential. The rest of Liquid are coming. Matu's back in the action. The Ravage is going to come out. He's going to try and juke to the right side. Matthew's in trouble, but Matu blinked him. No BKB to protect himself. Then Bakaz, a man on a mission to take this second game. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the calls. Bakaz can't move on forward.
He's fearless right now. He still has that Aegis available for another 40 seconds.
What is that? A curse with the flop, all the AoE control they would ever design to get rid of one, and a second as well as Thunder Awaken. What are they doing to Liquid in these team fights?
Healing comes out, reduces the impact of Boxy's healing.
Alone? Oh my lord, this is an aggressive TP. Again, Matu's going to be out with the spider legs, but that is a BKB on cooldown now, which is incredibly important for the team fights. The triangle, Mickey looking to make some chaos. They brought Panda down pretty low. That's a big kill if you get rid of the Winter Wyvern. They're able to do so with ease. But now with the puck, he needs help. He needs Zai to jump in with a combo, but they're too late. Matu's going to fall up afterwards, but the damage from Bakaz, Matu, he can't man-fight the Monkey King at this stage in the game. Ravage again, not a threat because of the BKBs, and now they'll blow up Insania as well. It's Bakaz, this guy unstoppable, beyond God, like 14, 0, and 12 is the carry on Thunder.
And you just saw there, that's the power of the Skadi, right? You had Matu committing with the BKB, running through that. Even with the sprint, you just get slowed down so much by the Skadi. They're looking to dive the backline.
Sacred's a bit deep here. BKB's on cooldown. It's going to go for a TP out. Ravage to be able to cancel that. Matthew's going to be in. There's a pretty big kill on Box unit. Every single hero for the defense. A buyback coming out from Matu because he needs to play around with the bonus armor from the Wukong command, but that might not be enough. The Mischief dodge into the Jingu stacks to get the kill. The bash, it's not there. Matu needed one more stack to catch out alone.
Around, but yeah, Smoke just to be able to achieve nothing into an Aegis when your vision isn't that great doesn't really feel like the right decision. Maybe the pressure started to hit him.
This ward in the river is great for Thunder. They're scouting out ore of Liquid moving top. They're not completely together. Matu gets the jump. This is a big kill if they can find it. He's going to look to turn around to the Nyx Assassin as well. Off the left side though. Oh, Mickey gets blown up. Bakaz again proving to be an issue. And now Matu, he's split from the team.
He's out of mana.
The BKB on cooldown. They're going to be able to force stuff him back to the south. But Matthew, he finds the stun. Zai's going to look to turn around. Maybe Matu's going to have the damage to be able to combat this. But Sacred again. The Starbreaker stopping the retreat. And now they should be able to surround the round two, making sure there's no escape for the Slaughter as Thunder. That's a dieback onto Matu. Sacred's going to be once again. This guy had a tricky lane, but we see what he can do once he can find his farm. As this is a big opening now for Thunder to close out this second game.
Oh, they've got this big creep wave as well. It's going to be all on Zai.
This control. They're going to see them, so they'll know exactly where Liquid have more than likely placed their vision, of course. Alone's going to look to TP in. Towards the back he goes. Because Box is just directly on top of an Observer ward. Ravage is out. An incredible start. Zai's going to have the second Ravage as well, with a cold embrace. Keeping Bakaz alive, but Matu's going to turn to the south. Looking to deal with the supporting class. Winter's gone, but Matu can't stick around. BKB on cooldown. Is going to be playing with the mobility, and Sanya wants to sacrifice his life so the core will make it out, and he'll do just that.
Quick dieback though. Mickey just standing inside this Roche pit for as long as he can. Yeah.
Hang on, Mickey's going to try and kill...
Okay. That's the bane of his existence right now. He even yoinks the gem.
Oh, Mickey, do this crazy, please. Not like this. Link up shortly. Is it going to go to it? No, dude. Mickey, which way are you going? Top, down, right, left. They get the Hex, and Mickey's gone. He's got a buyback. A big kill to try and force out.
He goes down into the dirt is where he goes, and, well, it would be a big buyback. That was your dieback.
because R2's going to be in. A curse, though, from Pandamu gives him the opportunity to lay it down the Wukong's command. They need to try and get out of the ring, but Thunder making sure that's not a possibility for Insania. And Matthew's going to dive out of the tier 4 towers as well. As Slaughter stuck inside the Sprout. No buyback, and that'll be all she wrote for this game too. Thunder. What a performance from them. After backup of cars, only one death. Zai will make the attempt, but the Spike Carapace preventing the second Ravage.
They're going to go for it, but it's just too much. Picard feels like Jingu Unchained in this game. He is just way too strong. 18, 1, and 20 to be able to finish up this one. And this is why you give Alone that Nature's Prophet in the mid lane.
Right.